Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing whether or not there's been a mass exodus from Thailand of Western men here, leaving the kingdom. So a recent email I got, and I did a pretty exhaustive other video on this email where I discussed some things, and I urge you to go check this out or go check out that video. But in the same email, when we were making this video, that video, I was talking about it with the gentleman that's our producer here, and we were kind of going back and forth, and I thought, that actually is something to bring up perhaps in its own video. Within this email, I'm not going to name names or anything, but basically I'm going to quote directly, "Isn't it better to have unmarried men here spending 100% of their money, 40K plus Thai baht every month and year after year, than a tourist who will spend much more in a month but not be here year after year? Do you realize that I have been advised that over 50,000 such Western men have left Thailand because of your rules?" And they have an exclamation point. I made another video on this basically where I said, look, these are not my rules. I'm not the Thai government. I don't make up these rules. I don't set any of the policies regarding Thai immigration. We have to deal with them. I deal with it long after all this has been settled. But the question, it's a good one. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think it poses a good question, especially with respect to sort of this COVID era we're in, or post-COVID, or the COVID response era, whatever you want to call it. There's definitely been drops in numbers, but have 50,000 men who were living here left? Hard to say. I'm going to go ahead and try to find some information on that. I'll try to make another video in follow-up to this one, but I would probably say not people that were living here, although I'll bet there are numbers that have moved back or moved out of Thailand. But where I think it's probably had more of an impact is on what I would call sort of the long-stay, semi-tourist retirees. Guys you would see here. I mean, I knew a lot of people, and I really didn't realize it because year to year I would see them, and they'd kind of say, well, yeah, I was home for 2 months and now I'm back. And they would do that periodically throughout a given year. And I just didn't notice that, when you think about it in the aggregate, that person spent 6-7 months back in the US and they only spent 5-6 months here in Thailand. So the reason I'm making this video is, yeah, I definitely think that there has been a decrease in the number of foreigners here in Thailand. There's no doubt of that. But have there been 50,000, Western men that have left Thailand? Hard to say. I will try to find some data on that. I will say, going back to 2018, we did videos on this at the time. It looked like demographically there were about 98 to 100,000 foreigners in Thailand in some kind of retirement visa, O visa, or B visa, right around there, about 100,000. So that would be a significant drop of foreign nationals actually living in Thailand if that were the case. So again, we'll try to find that data if it can be found, and we'll do another video on this channel as and when we can.